Happy New Year from Honolulu, Hawaii. Happy New Year again. Does it seem to you like they have increased the number of holidays this holiday season by about like 3 or 4x? It's like, I think it's because the holiday falls on a Sunday and then it's observed on the next day. Like, let's get on with the new year. I'm ready for it. Okay, hi there. I'm Dick Allgire, and from CryptoViewing. I've got the predictions right here. We're going to look at where is Bitcoin going in 2023, as if anyone can accurately predict that. This material is derived from a report on CNBC, so take it with that filter. CNBC is very much more mainstream economic news. It's like what they want you to think. Anyway, here's the headline. The boldest Bitcoin calls for 2023 are out, and a 1,400% rally or a 70% plunge may be in the cards. Well, they're kind of hedging there. It's either going to go up by 1,400% or it's going to tank, or somewhere in between. So playing it safe with those. As we know, Bitcoin was down 60% in 2022. It was a bear market. It was an ugly year. It was not expected, and it was a lot of really bad news. But so just about all the predictions for last year were junk. Some were actually pretty close. We'll talk about them here and what's coming. First up, Tim Draper. He is a Bitcoin bull. He predicted Bitcoin would hit 250,000 for 2022. He was off by about 10x. Didn't quite hit $250,000 per Bitcoin, but he's sticking to that prediction. He says Bitcoin will hit 250,000 sometime in 2023. That would be nice, but I'm not expecting it. Okay, the reason he thinks this is going to happen, because he says women control 80% of the retail budget, and women, housewives, have not discovered Bitcoin yet. He says this year is the year that dam will break, that household spenders, the women, will discover Bitcoin and all this money will flow in. I'm not buying that, because I don't think households are going to be having disposable income to invest this year. But, it would be nice if that was true. Next, Standard Chartered is a multinational bank that does consumer, corporate, and institutional banking. Standard Chartered is calling for Bitcoin to hit $5,000. Ouch. It could hit $5,000. If it does, it's not going to stay there. It'll wick down and then come back up. Next up is Mark Mobius, a well-known veteran investor. He called Bitcoin to 20,000 in the year 2022, and he says Bitcoin is going to hit 10,000 in this coming year, 2023. And the reason, according to Mark Mobius, is that Bitcoin doesn't pay interest. He sees investors looking at the Federal Reserve increasing interest rates. They'll go for the short-term bonds. They'll go for other things that will pay dividends and interest. And Bitcoin doesn't do that, so investors will shy away. I think what he's not taking into the equation is the fact that Bitcoin is inflation-proof. So your 3, 4, 5, 6, 7% interest that you're making is going to be eaten up by inflation, and Bitcoin is immune to that. So, Bitcoin could hit $10,000, though. He could be right about that. But again, I don't think it will stay there too long. And Carol Alexander, she's predicting a managed bull market. So that means, according to her, Bitcoin 30,000 by the first quarter, 50,000 by the end of the year. She thinks this is going to be due to whales propping up the market, and she thinks it won't be a runaway bull market, but it'll turn around. It'll be like a mediocre bull market for the first half of the year and then start to take off pretty good, but not past the old all-time high later on. And we have one more prediction, and that is from the woman that I trust the most at making these predictions. She's a South Korean analyst by the name of Mi-ok Choi, otherwise known as Mimi, my wife. What does she say? So, advice from Mimi. We haven't put Mimi on YouTube for a while.
Happy New Year, everybody.
So, what? We have no idea where Bitcoin is going to go. What can we do about it?
Nothing. Just wait a little bit. You cannot chase the money. Money gotta follow you. It'll come to you.
I hope so.
Yeah, it'll come to you.
You can't chase the money.
No, money will come to you.
Yeah.
You cannot.
You chase it, you just... All right, everybody. That's the words of wisdom from Mimi. Where Bitcoin's going to go, we don't really know. It'll do something. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.